It's Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Clobberin time! Clobberonimo!
Come get some.
It's Clobberin time! Clobberonimo!
The word is.
Sorry, everyone. A little bit of technical difficulties there. Hello, my friends. What's up? Here we are. It's Monday night. Yay, us. And what is it? Oh, it's Clobberin times, I guess. That's what we're called, isn't it? Welcome, everybody, to Clobberin times. Issue number 477 on YouTube. Number 1,477 overall. What is today? Okay, so we know what it says. Tax day. Yuck. But yes, it is Clobberin times 1,477 overall. It's in a couple of days. It'll be 15 years that I've been doing this. Anyway, it's Monday night Mark C Comics Talk, everybody. So here we are. What can I tell you? Nothing specifically planned tonight, but good to see you all with us tonight. Well, we'll do something fun. It'll be it has to be comics related, of course. I don't know what the hell's going on out there, but I will say that thank you for being here tonight. Clobberers, Clobberonimos, Clobberettes, Clobberoids, Clobberuskis, Clobberians, and to those who do not yet clobber, perhaps one day you will learn to bang the rocks together, guys. Yeah, so good to see you. Thank you for being here with us tonight. I want to thank the great J-Man and Sean and shout them out for hanging and having another fantastic time on there on J-Man's channel, talking about the Legion of Superheroes tonight. It was a lot of fun, as it always is. The show notes would be, let's see, Wednesday night. Well, of course, Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Excuse me. You can always find me at the great Midnight's Edge After Dark channel. And yeah, it's fun over there, 6 p.m. Central all the time. And then when Loki has it on his Wednesday night, was it on his Wednesday nights? Comic Roundtable. I'm having one of those nights, folks. Excuse me. But then, of course, after there's the Wild Card Wednesday night. There's our Clubhouse with our reviews. We have a Blake 7 and a Kolchak review, a Star Trek Unlimited with First Officer, the Chief Engineer. And then, of course, Fantastic Fridays. Another Fantastic Fridays this month. On the great J-Man's channel, Sean and J-Man and myself reviewing all of Jack King, the legendary Jack King Kirby's run, a seminal run, one of the most important runs ever, on the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four 1 through 102, and all the first 6 annuals. That is Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, sometimes I'm hanging out with the Friday Night Comic Shop boys, Nick and the gang. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, my buddy, and the Friday Night Comic Shop boys, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with those fellers over there. Always great fun doing that. And then, of course, there's Saturday Night Star Trek. And we have 4 more pulse-pounding, scintillating episodes of Star Trek Voyager. So, and then, of course, as I had a lot of fun last night, and we'll have fun again, you can, on the Sunday Night Geekery, you can end your weekend geek, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Times on the great Mark D. with his C's channel. The Chief Engineer gives us some geekery and some eatery. So there's the fun. Let us have let's do some shout outs for our fantastic wrenches and all of you in the chat with us. Of course, the great Eric K. I hope he had a great time. And if he's not here tonight, you get the shout outs anyway. I hope he had a great time in Vegas with Gary and all this great meetup. Sorry about that. The great Vindicator Richard, the great White North, Chris Persia. Thanks for all you do, buddy. I hope your father's doing well, man. Good luck to him and good wishes to him. And it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for everything, for being here and everything you do. The great D Bud Martin. What's up, D Bud? Wrench of Iron, brother. Good to see you. Lord Thought, the great LT, God of the Wrenches. Oh, I'm supposed to be putting up the picture while I'm doing that. I'm very off balance tonight, so I'm God of the Wrenches. Avon lives, long live the Legion, buddy. The great J-Man, the the aforementioned J-Man. He is, of course, the Wrench Without Fear. Maddie's daddy, Real Little Wrench Mjolnir, who I get to hang out with. And by the way, everyone, please say happy birthday. I don't know if he's here or not, but happy birthday, whether he's here or not, to the great Maddie's daddy. You see him pop in, wish him happy birthday. Today is, yes, the Taxman birthday. What can I tell you? But anyway, Thor in Vegas, our good buddy Maddie's daddy, is celebrating. I don't know if he's celebrating, but he is having the birthday today. Stephen Callell, the Super Wrench, of course. Fancy Outsidery. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Maximum Redstone and Larry. Let's see who is with us up in here in the chat. FKH, Tim. What's up, man? Putin's cat. Hey. Penny, good to see you there, Penny. Thank you for being here. Hey, Gwagnar, buddy. Let's see. Matthew Pounder, my good friend. All right, good to see you. Let's see. Ba. Dave C. Let's see. Ironhide 84, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Brian Hepburn, you old dog. What's up? Tex, what's up, bro? Am I gonna see you Saturday? You gonna be there with the gang? Going to Madisonville, Mandeville? Yeah, 1701 Tex, the great one. Mr. Gas Mask, what's up, little buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Always good to see you here. The great Mark C's offspring. Read by Nature. Hey there. Good to see you. Oh, you'll be there. Greatness. Really? It's also the birthday of my old partner in the comic book stores. He turned 80 today. Yeah, well, I think Steve's a little older than that. Just kidding. Hopefully he'll pop in. We can all sing happy birthday to him. Much to his chagrin, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, cool. A book for me. Thank you, buddy. Wham. Wham indeed. Buddy. Yeah. Well. Let's see. What am I looking for? All right. Okay. Sorry, I was checking something out. Okay. Well, look, as you all know, it's just kind of an open talk tonight. I had nothing planned. Been very busy, too much going on. Hadn't had a chance to really to plan anything. So I just thought we'd wing it and see if there's any comic book topics. Of course, it is of course Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk. So if anybody had any comic book questions or any comic book topics you'd like addressed, well, I don't know if I'll have the proper answers, but I'm certainly willing to take a stab at it. Because what we kind of do around here sometimes, I was not able to put together a topic, unfortunately, or even a review. But I know what we can do. So one thing I do like to do, let's take a trip down the memory lane, shall we? And if RRT and Z shows up, I do have something to cover with him, talk to him about. Because he mentioned something that, you know, if he pops in later, I'll get with him on it. Okay. Let me. Damn it! What happens? We're gonna do a little time traveling. I know our buddy Finity wouldn't like that, but we do a little comic book time traveling every now and then. We will play. Now it's got to go. You got to go back far enough, of course. But it is. It's April still. So the month of April. Hey, Art, what you got, Art? Huh? Probably not sure if this question was asked last week, but what's your take on the Wolverine situation? Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah, look, I think it's I have to side with the writers here. You know, they never, ever, ever. But I mean, editors edit. They do have input sometimes on stories and characters, but editors rarely get any kind of credit for creating a character, especially in this case, Ironhide, about, I don't know, 50 years after the fact. Hey, Darth, good to see you. Welcome. 50 years after the fact, Roy Thomas comes along. I have respect for him, but I don't buy into this, where he thinks he's a co-creator for Wolverine. And the excuse given is because he allegedly, he says he came up with the name, and he came up with he should be from Canada. And all of a sudden, you're usurping credit for the late adding to the creator list to the late Lin Wein, and of course basically Lin Wein and John Romita Sr. are always listed as the creators. The designer, it was Lin Wein who conceived him mostly. John Romita Sr. Conceptualized him visually. Herb Tripp, I think Herb Trippy deserves some credit as well. He's the first one to draw him. When you're the first artist to draw a character, you deserve some credit, I think. But editors never get credit. Editors, I mean, look, and I wasn't in on the inside of the business, so what do I know? But everything I've ever studied, I've never seen editors get that, get credited. Hey, Pop Culture Minefield. Oh, buddy, what's up, Gary? Well, I'm glad you did swing by, man. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Come hang with me one of these days again. All right, everyone, if you have not already, when I can, I think I got a link in my description below, but if I don't, we'll find it. Our good buddy Gary with Pop Culture Minefield, of course, he has a comic that he's been crowdfunding and he's been working on. We've talked to him about it before, and of course, they have a YouTube channel. They're good friends of Clobberin Times. If you have not already, please subscribe to Pop Culture Minefield and go to his site or go to his page and follow his links and take a look at his comic. Good to see you, man. Where did I put it? Make sure. I have some, I'll have to find it of the links to that, but I thought I had them up here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. This is my description below. There's a link to his comic, Vindicated Inc., the crowdfunded page. Claude Salling, hey there. RRT and Z, what's up, buddy? So, thanks, D Bud. I appreciate that, buddy. There we go. So again, the question that was yes, Matthew Pounder, Dave Cockrum has said that he came up with the name Wolverine. He also kind of based Wolverine's look similar to his later interpretation of his redesign of Timberwolf from the Legion of Superheroes. So yeah. But Ironhide, yeah, I think it should stay the same. Lynn Wein, John Romita Jr. But if you're going to add anybody, add Herb Trimpe. I think he had a lot to do with the creation of Wolverine, or at least, but he only drew the comic, they say. But so I just don't think Roy Thomas. I mean, I don't know. And look, I'm friendly with John. His handler who handles those things for Roy. He's trying to get Roy a piece of the pie and all that stuff. Matthew, I believe Cockrum too. Like I said, but what are you going to do? A lot of people helped flesh the character out as well, but you can't really go that route. Generally, I've always seen two names connected with at a maximum of two names connected to characters. Thanks, Tex. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. I see two names. Hey, Simply C, what's up, buddy? Connected to most characters. RT and Z says, both Dave Cockrum and John Byrne drew Storm like a real goddess, better than anyone ever had or ever since. I would agree with that, RR. So, RR, you posted something interesting in my Clobberin Times Baxter Building Basement page on Facebook. Let's see. And since you're here, rather than I was going to write you something back when I had the chance, but I could just mention it. I can just answer it here. Really, I'll talk. We've talked this before. I'll speak to this a little bit really quickly, and we'll get to something else in a minute. Our good friend RR's T and Z wrote this, and I didn't get a chance to listen. He wrote, often Clobby has spoken about the disturbing genius of Alan Moore's Marvel Man / Miracle Man. While Watchmen deconstructs costume crime fighters, it doesn't address beings like Superman and how they would operate in the real world. Dr. Manhattan, although probably inspired in part by Captain Atom, definitely inspired by Captain Atom, by the way, is not a Superman analog, and he's effectively God. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, yeah, I agree with you there. The influence that Moore's work has had crosses beyond just comics. Here we see a direct lift from Miracle Man number 2, 1985. In the 2003 Matrix Revolutions film, I'd argue that Miracle Man 15 is one of the greatest. Oh, yeah. Okay. First of all, go back. Yes. A lift from the Matrix film. Yeah, it is similar to that shot from Miracle Man number 2, the Gary Leach art. The Wachowski siblings worked in comics, and they stole a lot of stuff, including a lot of people say they stole from Grant Morrison's Invisibles. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's see. All right. Where were I? Okay. So continuing, you wrote, I'd argue that Miracle Man number 15 is one of the greatest single issues ever created. I concur, both for the poetry of Moore's writing and the brilliant but horrifying artwork by John Totalman, which captures what would happen if Superman fought an evil and an insane version of himself in a major city. Man of Steel's destruction is tamed by comparison. That's because Man of Steel is a joke. But yeah. You also wrote, would love to have a stream about this one day. Well, you will. I'll do one. I gave away 99% of my comics when I moved to NZ, but I've always kept this. I've seen YouTube videos where folks show the panels, but I know you have some moral objections about some of the content. Fair enough. Do I? But even reading aloud some of Moore's writing from it, it comes off like an epic poem worth a poem would be worth a stream. Cheers. Oh, look, I totally agree with that, and I will do. I planned it for some time, and it will happen. That's a capital idea. RR, it'll happen, buddy. A Marvel / Miracle Man stream. Oh yeah, you got it, man, and no problem. I love it. It's one of my favorite comics of all time. And I might just do a deep dive on that one, or I might just review them all the more ones, which are the only ones worth reviewing, of course. So yeah, it's gonna happen, buddy. Brogu from my old hometown. Good to see you. So thanks for that, RR. If you're still with us, I appreciate it, and I definitely plan to do that because again, I'm a big fan. Whatever else Alan Moore is in real life, love a lot of his work. Son Lee said, "Hey, Son Lee, good to see you." Let's see. I think I missed one a while back. Somebody was saying something a while back that I meant to respond to, and I missed it. Oh, yeah. Tex said one question, why do modern comics suck so hard? I mean, if George Takei's sucked as hard as modern comics, they're going to never leave the house. Wow. Thanks a lot, dude. And I put that on screen like a dummy. Oh, well. Doc Fortune. What's that, Doc? Stephen Mack. Hey there. Well, why do modern comics suck so much? I mean, that's a rhetorical question, right? I mean, you know why, but I could tell you why, but I'll be telling you something you know. They're run by talentless hacks that 90-some-odd% of the time put agenda before. They put agenda, first. And even the ones who, Adrian James, hey there. And even if they didn't, they're talentless hacks who only want to do stories about their fifis and other bullshit. But mostly it's the agenda thing. I mean, when you put agenda before story quality, well, that's just what you're going to get. You're going to get garbage. Garbaggio. But again, I know that you knew the answer, but it's still an interesting question. Okay. Since, again, it's an open stream, let's play Spinner Rack Time Machine. As you know, a few years ago, you may not know, I did a series of videos called Clobby's, Spinner Rack Time Machine. It was my TARDIS, but my TARDIS was chameleon circuit was stuck in the shape of a spinner rack, a comic spinner rack. And I would go back in time and pretend that I'm visiting comic shops in the past and picking my new comics, that sort of thing. So it is April, and I've done some even numbered years, like I did April 40 years ago, April 50 years ago, April 60 years ago. I think, let's see. Let me see. Did I do 60? Let's do 60. I may have done 60. 1964, because that's the year somebody you all know was born. And let's take a look at, I don't think I did this one yet. You guys let me know if I did. Did I do 64 already? Well, there were far less comics at that point, but there were still a lot of good ones. So publishers. Hey, RR, thank you, buddy. Says, many thanks, Clobby. When I saw Matrix Revolutions in 2003, as soon as the shot appeared on the screen, I instantly knew where it came from. Cheers. Cheers to you, and thank you so much for that kind contribution, that super chat. Appreciate it. Let's see. We like to give when I remember about it, we like to give a video when someone is nice enough to give us a soup on the chat. Let's see. Here's one for you. What will be one? What would be a different one? Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go?
You are expendable.
And you're not?
No, I'm not. I am not expendable. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going.
Yeah.
Superman!
You don't want any toast then?
No.
What about a muffin?
Nothing? Yeah.
Scotty, as good as your word.
Aye, sir. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
It is green.
No bloody A, B, C, or D.
I have had enough of you!
Yeah. Okay, let's see. All right. Where did I go? Where did I go wrong? What the hell? What did all right. I was just checking something. All right, let's see here. Did I do? I can't remember if I did 1964 already. Let's pick a random year. I'll tell you what. Yeah, all right, look, all right. Pick a random year, but it's got to be farther back than at least 40 years. I'll tell you what. Let's pick April. It's got to be April. The rule is it's got to be April. It's got to be far back. Let's see. Un from the Wheeled Warriors. Hello there. Welcome. Ravenscroft, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Apollo meets Minion. Oh, my goodness. And the pepperoni. Good to see you, my dear. Well, let's see. All right. Okay. I guess we'll go with I'm gonna pick a random year. All right, I'll let's see. I'm gonna go with whoever picks a year first, I'm gonna go with it, but it's gotta be farther back than 1980. Wow, that's way back, Reed. Okay. 1958. I'm going to do it. All right. Hey, stand up, Trump. What's up? Well, we don't do politics here, but it's not like I don't not like I'm not with you, but we just don't do politics here. All right, so 1958. Wow, that's way back, man. But we're gonna do it. The problem, there we go. All right, April 1958. All right, let's just take a look at it. What the hell, man? We'll see if there's any comics Wow, Texas going back even further, dude. Well, I'll do that next. Matthew Pounder, come on now. All right. After 1958, we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, let's again. No politics here, but I mean, welcome. Stand up. Anyone's welcome here, of course. So the name doesn't. The name's cool. It doesn't bother me. It's just that we don't do politics. It's not that none of us care about that sort of thing. Just this is a release from it. This is a kind of like an escape from it, you know. But all right, let's see here. Where are we at? All right. There we go. All right. 1958. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. I love this site, though. All right. All True Romance, Apache Trail, Billy the Kid, Black Fury. This time, there are going to be a lot of superhero comics, I can tell you that. There you go. Man, this is Bride in... This is when there was Westerns and there were romance comics and humor comics. Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan 104. And war comics, Fighting Army. Look at this. Freddy, Hot Rods, I Love You, Charlton. Wow, look at these comics, man. Look at all these. Little Max. There were a few, there were some Charlton comics, Unexplored Worlds, Outlaws of the West, Tex Ritter. Forbidden Worlds, House of Mystery. Gangbusters, Black Hawk. That's cool, man. I'm Superboy at least. Sugarfoot, that was a TV show. Well, at least it's a Superboy and there's a Mighty Mouse and there's a Black Hawk. So there's some cool stuff I would buy so far. Good night, Penny. Thanks for being here, dear. Have a good one. Yeah, this is post-code stuff. Let's see. So I definitely get that Superboy and Black Hawk. Tonto has his own comic. Wow, that's pretty cool. I remember I've seen those. Mystery in Space. Yeah, I'll have to get that one. Fighting Forces looks pretty cool. Bob Hope. Oh man, DC. Men of War, All American Men of War. A lot of Archies and Jugheads and Challengers of the Unknown #2. Wow. Wowzer. We're definitely getting Challengers of the Unknown #2. Yep, Tonto got a comic. Yes, sir. Dick Tracy. Yep. I mean, it's obviously he's a comic strip character, but he had comic books as well. Got to get Dick Tracy. I mean, a lot of these I wouldn't care about much, but Unexpected. Batman, yes, of course. I bet D-Bud would be getting a lot of these. Would you get Sugar and Spike? D-Bud, would you get Sugar and Spice? Getting Hot Stuff? Yeah, I knew you would get that one. D-Bud's getting a bunch of these, man. Now, this is 1958, Ravenscroft. Somebody, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, I'll get it. Raw. GI Combat. Turok, Son of Stone, Braven the Bold, Detective Comics. Yes, sir. Gunsmoke. Texas Rangers. Lone Ranger. Yeah, buddy. Strange Adventures. Kid Colt Outlaw, yeah, I give that one. Millie the Model, I don't think so, but I know you. Two Gun Kid, yeah, World of Fantasy. Action Comics and Adventure Comics, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I get the Long Ranger one too, yeah. Not a Sugar and Spice fan there. Okay. Yeah, Kirby Challengers, Matthew. Oh, yeah, buddy. I had that Scamp comic. Don't remember how I got it, says T-Bud. All right, well, now someone, I think, hang, let's see here. Tex said 1944. Let's take a look at 1944. Man, that's going to be something. Let's see. I've never gone that far back on this thing before, so it'll be interesting. 1944. And you're gonna have a lot better comics in just before the witch hunts. This is good. This is before the damn witch hunts that ruined a lot of shit. So you got it, Texer. Captain Arrow, Superman, Tim stories. That's like oh wow. True Aviation, All Surprise Comics, Marvel. Exciting Comics. Tessie the Typist. Who's buying Tessie the Typist? Headline Comics, Star Spangled Comics. I'm buying some of these now. Master Comics I'm getting because it's got Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr. from Fawcett, you know. Sensation Comics with Wonder Woman, you know. Batman. Blue Bolt by Kirby. Simon and Kirby. Actually, I think he did this one. I don't know if he did that issue or not, but yeah. Did any comics get in trouble with the comics code? Dr. Wortham. Did any DC Comics? Yeah, DC Comics was Dr. Wortham went after a lot of DCs, yeah. When there were national periodical publications. Flash Comics, you betcha. I'm getting that one. Human Torch, yes, sir. That's me. I'm getting that. All American Comics with Green Lantern. Okay, yeah, buddy. Real Green Lantern. Police Comic with Plastic Man. Yep. Popeye, yes, sir. Red Rider. Wiz Comics, yeah, buddy. Some Captain Marvel. Wild Comics with Mary Marvel, yeah, buddy. Submariner, you betcha. Captain America, you betcha. I can't wait till it says Captain America Commie Smasher on it. That's in the 50s, though. Goofy Comics. Action Comics and All Winners. My goodness, yes. There are a lot of good comics here, man. Captain Marvel Jr., that's Mac Rayboy looking stuff there. Captain Midnight, yeah, that's there you go. Crack comic. Daredevil, the original Lev Gleason one, of course, not Matt Murdock. Marvel Comics. Yep, Marvel Mystery Comics. This is what it became, Marvel Mystery Comics. So there's a lot of good stuff this month, man. Good year there, Texer. Adventure Comics, Detective Comics, Boy Commandos by Kirby, Captain Marvel, yes, sir. Shadow Comics. Terry and the Pirates, World's Finest. Good. That was a good year you picked for April there, buddy. Okay. Someone else said 1974. RR said 1974. Let's go to 19. I think I've done 1974. I'm trying to say, we already did that last week, but we'll make sure we'll check. Maybe you weren't here when I did it, so let's do it again. So this is 50 years ago. Yeah, I did this last week. So pick a random year that I haven't done. 1976 says Doc Fortune. Okay. Haven't done that in a while. Well, I'll tell you what. R wants me to do 1974. We'll do that first. Even though I did it last week, what the hell? Foom number 5. I have this issue of Foom, by the way. And then we'll, Doc Fortune will do that next, I promise. Of course, this came out. I remember buying this, the Power Records of the Fantastic Four. It's how I learned how to read better. And man, oh my goodness. This is a reprint of Fantastic Four number 126, of course. All right, Sabrina, Star Reach. Yep. Howie Shaken. Tales from the Tomb. Tales from the Tomb. Yep, Ironhide, Mike. That's right. Mike Frederick, Star Reach. That's right. Okay, Incredible Hulk 177. I'm all over that one. Daredevil 111, of course. Justice League 112. Yeah, buddy. Kid Cold Outlaw, Marvel Spectacular with Thor reprints, Kirby reprints. I'm all over it. Marvel Superheroes with Hulk reprints. I'm all over that. Look at the Gil Kane cover. Rawhide Kid reprints. Swamp Thing number 11, Wrightson. Yeah, buddy, that's me. I'm all over that one. Tomb of Dracula number 22, yes, sir. The Warren Spirit magazine. Yes, I'm in. Put me down for that one on my folder. That Hulk is the conclusion of the original Roy Thomas Warlock saga since it got canceled. That's right. Ironhide knows it. Knows the stuff, man. You is correct, sir. Greatness. Vampy. There's Vampirelli for the Vampirella. I was only ever able to go look at it on the drugstore newsstands. I wasn't able to buy it, of course. Some Marvel UK mags. Amazing Spider-Man 134. Captain America 179. Yes, sir. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu magazine. Frankenstein Monster. I think I had all these at one point. Every issue of that. Giant Size Creatures. Number 1. Commandy number 19, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Marvel Triple Action, Marvel Greatest Comics reprints, but hey, Kirby reprints. So yeah, buddy. I had him, got him. Superman 277, Thor 225. Yes, sir. Jonah Hex. Weird Western with Jonah Hex in it. Greatness. Dr. Spector. Some more Marvel Marvel UK. One of those old Plastic Man reprint books they did, New York World Fair. All Star Comics, World of Warlords, Avengers, Captain Marvel, a lot of great stuff. But it's the Bronze Age, so you know I love it. So, anyway, there you go, RR. That's some 1974 goodness for you. Like I say, we've done this one a couple times. I'm going to go to 1976 in a second. There's a lot of stuff out then, man. Look at this industry was rocking and rolling. A lot of great comics. Man, oh man. When comics were great. Yes, Matthew, classic Commandy issue. Ironheart said, did you guys hear about the new creepy Vampirella style mags that are out by a company called Warrant? Are the any good? Warrant? No, I haven't heard about it. I haven't seen any of them. I knew there were some mags out, but I haven't taken a look at them. I don't know. Plop, the comic that, at least via the Comic Mobile, was the most popular DC comic at the time. Basically, they're not Brand X, but DC. So, Ironhide, am I to understand that you actually had a comic book mobile where you in your neck of the woods? Because we only read about it in the DC Comics mags. We saw ads and I read about the comic mobile in DC Comics at the time back then, but we never got that down here, of course. I think it was like just in New York or something, right? Or surrounding cities, maybe. Do tell. Did you get the comic mobile? Wow. That's pretty cool. I had some plop issues. I had one of the digest, I think, even. Read Bob Rozakis' report, way too young to have ever experienced any such greatness. I got you. Yeah. Well, again, also, I think it was just in New York, probably. All right, Tex, buddy. Be seeing you. Thank you, Ro, for being here, man. Can't wait to see you Saturday day, bud. All right, 1976. 1976. Let's see. Let's see. All right. 1976. April of 1976, of course. Oh, man, Batman Family number 6. Yes. I bought that. I was buying Batman Family. Now we're in an era where I was very young, but I was buying comics, man. And I went to the 7-Eleven. This is my time right here when I'm riding my bike to the corner 7-Eleven, a number of blocks away. Oh man, it's nothing like those times riding your bike to the store, the corner 7-Eleven, and you're through your neighborhood buying some comics off the spinner, trying to get a superhero cup Slurpee and a either a candy bar or a Hostess fruit pie or Twinkie or whatever. But you get as many comics as you can. That's what Spinner Rack Time Machine is all about. And I would buy that Batman Family. I'd buy that Commandy number 43. Although it wasn't, Jack Kirby had mostly gone at this point. I think he was almost gone by this point. I know he didn't do that cover. Yep, Chick Stone. Well, man, I'm glad. I knew somebody here would know. Matthew Pounder. And it wasn't like Jerry Conway or somebody like that writing it at that point, Matthew. Somebody, maybe it wasn't Conway. I can't remember. But so, here you go. Lone Ranger Comics, yay. Phantom Comics from Charlton. Yeah, buddy. D-Bud says, I was able to walk to my 7-Eleven. I was 6 years old to buy my comics. When you're out, my older sister would go with me. Greatness. Most probably Conway. He took over as editor towards the end of Kirby's run and scripted his final issues. Thank you. Martin Pasco and Conway co-writing. Thank you, Ironhide. I haven't looked at those in a while. Marty Pasco sadly passed away not too long ago. Look at the Space 1999 book and record. I bet Tex has that. Or had it at one point. Pre-K. Man, I love this Warren Spirit magazine. Those aren't too cheap these days. I think I have a friend of mine who has these. Bop, 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 bing, bang, a bing, bong, bing, bang, bang, bang. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see. Jonah Hex, man. Weird Western. Love me some classic Jonah Hex. I like these. I love these Marvel UK covers. They're repurposed. They take images from other covers and they add different stuff to them. Dracula Lives, The Legion of Monsters. Planet of the Apes UK. Man, those are so cool. Couldn't buy those, obviously, because we didn't get those. Ravenscroft. Ever see the TV movie of the Spirit with Sam Jones? Yes. I thought it was cool, kind of Batman 66-ish. Been a while. I watched it when it first came on and didn't like it a whole lot back then. I've never watched it again, but by today's standards, I'd probably watch it and enjoy it. Know what I mean? Yep. Another Marvel UK book. Look, it's the Titans. They were able to put that, even though DC had a title called Teen Titans. Titans featuring the Uncanny X-Men. This canny, then this uncanny. I love Daredevil 135. Whoa. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. So, Freedom Fighters. Anybody buy Freedom Fighters? I did. I think I bought a couple of issues of that. Yes, the same font as DC. Good point, Ironhide. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry, knocked my microphone out. Hope you guys hear me. Keely Chow, Roll Tide. Good afternoon from Sydney, Australia. Are you in Sydney, Australia? Wow. Well, dude, man, you've been there a while, haven't you? I don't know how I knocked myself out like that. Roll Tide, sir. Yeah. Okay, so bob. Oh, I know how I did it now. Let's see here. Invaders. Man, look, you talk about the ultimate old school comic bait and switch, man. Invaders comics. Invaders, man, you had a Kirby cover. Get this thing back up there. Sorry, I struggled up there for a minute. You had a Kirby cover, dude. And a Frank Robbins, putrid Frank Robbins Vince Coletta inside. That is NG, man. Come on. Yes, that's true, Matthew Pounder. The Phantom is big in Australia. It's still. Is that, you mean the old days? Is he still pretty big there, you think? Or just ghastly interior art on Invaders and such a great concept ruined by. Look, and Ravenscroft, I totally agree with that. And you know, it's weird. Because, well, there's a good case in point. Ironhide says, I'm the only one who likes Frank Robbins. You know what? You're not. Let me tell you something, Ironhide. You're not. Not by a long shot. I can't stand it. I mean, his older Golden Age stuff, yeah. And I hated his work, and I still hate it. But I thought, you know how you live in that bubble, like we all do some other times, and I thought because I hated it, it was just that was it. Everyone must hate it, right? You know, when I was a kid, I didn't. By the way, I also didn't know he was a very old man working in comics at that time. However, I cannot tell you how many times, Ironhide, I have seen many people, Facebook groups and what have you, talking about old comics, talking about Frank Robbins, for example, and love him. They can't. They don't. They won't. I mean, they just want. Like I used to say that about Tuska, my boy D Bud. Love Tuska. Now again, I don't mind Tuska sometimes, but I'm pretty rough on him, I guess. But no, they got people. Look, dude, there's people that like Robbins. You're not alone. All I'm saying is you're not alone. Yeah, Sonley, the Joker had his own series for a short time. This is number 8. It lasted about 9 issues or whatever. Actually, 8 issues. It was 8. This was the last issue of the Joker series from 1976. Hey, there you go. D-Bud is okay with Robbins. That's cool, man. I'm okay with Robbins, he says. Ravenscroft says, Perlin versus Robbins. Who you going to take? I'll take Perlin. But I'm not happy about it because at least it's sort of just it's kind of a clean, very boring style. Whereas Robbins' people don't look like people. They look like emaciated. His Captain America makes me want to cry. They all look like they're emaciated. I mean, to me, his Invaders looks like it should be on a refrigerator door. There was one more issue, I think, says Ironhide. According, oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was. They did 9. Was it 9? Okay, all right. I thought there were 8, but there may have been 9. I don't remember. You know me and my stupid memory. Let's see. Yes, Elliot Magan was a good writer, good comic writer. Let's see, of course, Justice League babies. Yeah, man, Ernie Chan covers all around. But yes, says Ernie Chan. They always change them. Ernie Chan, Ernie Chu. They're the same. They were the same person. I didn't like Perlin. Don't get me wrong. He was very bland, like some other artists. But man, Robbins, oh my goodness. But D-Bub's okay with him, so there you go. The last one was Black Canary when there was one more that never got published. Yeah, there was definitely one that never got published. Wasn't it in Canceled Comics Cavalcade, Ironhide? Ironhide, did you ever read that book? I know Waggar probably has that. Read that book by Tomorrows called The DC Implosion. Pretty interesting stuff. Kid Colt, Gil Kid cover. I got a friend of mine has this mag. I don't have it. Marvel Preview with Sherlock Holmes. I like to get this. Ken Barr cover. Wow, man, look at that. The ding, 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 ding. The Thing and Spidey, Marvel team up. Marvel's Greatest Comics reprint. That's supposed to be a Kirby cover, and they had Joe Sinnott redraw it. It's still got Kirby on it, so it's more than I don't know, it's kind of weird. Matthew Pounder says, very much stylized himself on Kniff. Yes, he did. Let's see here. Oh, man, you know what? I love this Planet of the Apes mag, though. This was a great mag. I think I still have every issue of this. Anybody else? Ape fans around you, up and you around here? Very cool stuff. All right. Hey, there you go. Some Savage Sword of Conan. Boris Vallejo covers. Did anybody? All right, be honest. Did you buy Skull the Slayer? There's no right or wrong answer. No right or wrong answer. Yeah, the DC Implosion book is quite interesting. I came out back in 2018, I believe. Ironhide, and it was pretty good. D-Bud says, I used to have the whole series of the Planet of the Apes magazines. I think I still have every issue, so I'm pretty sure I do. It was great. I read Skull, very average. Yeah, well, yeah, Bill Mantlow's kind of an average kind of a writer. Let's be just kind of honest. Wasn't Skull in a team up or a 2-1? He was in a 2-1, I believe, Ravenscroft. I don't know about a team up, but he wasn't a 2-1. Pretty sure. Yes, Tomb of Dracula, greatness. And Batman. Man, those Ernie Chan / Ernie Chua covers. They always get it right. He was Ernie Chua at DC. He was Ernie Chan at Marvel. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else. Korg. Remember that TV show, Korg? 20,000 BC, 70,000 BC, whatever the hell that was. Dr. Spectre. There's Plop. We're talking about Plop earlier. I like that cover. I always love that cover. I have the Plop digest. Ravenscroft said, I thought, let's see here. I thought Mantlow's stuff on Micronauts was pretty awesome, and his stories always were at least readable, if not great. Yeah, no, he was okay. I'm just kind of, I liked Rom. I thought it was better. I liked him on Rom. I didn't get into Micronauts as much as a lot of my friends did, but I was a Rom guy, and I liked him on that. I liked him on Hulk for a while, but I thought he tended to be a little crazy with some of the stuff sometimes. It was tragic what happened to him. Even if he did say bad things about Kirby, I forgive him. This is one of my favorite issues of Superman. Damn, 301, the great Jose Luis Garcia Lopez penciler. Interior even. Superman and Grundy in a slugfest, baby. Love it. Yeah, all right, I love Rom. I mean, yeah. But this is one of the great issues. I should review this one night just for the fun. It was just a silly slugfest between Supes and Grundy, but at the time, naturally, of course, I loved the Kurt Swan Superman run, but it was a different kind of a break in the action to have a Garcia Lopez issue, and it was really cool. Ironhide says, David V. as in Vern Reed, the only writer to write Batman in 2 different decades with the most drastic shift in the character between, and according to Kupperberg, had some Snoop Dogg proclivities. Whoa, did he really? Wow. He was an interesting cat. Now, I don't think David V. Reed really did. Did he do? He didn't do much other than Batman, did he? Ironhide. I'll have to look and see. I wonder how. We should check, see how much he actually even did. What you can do on the site. So, more Marvel UK, man. Look, this is crazy. Of the Avengers and the Savage Sword of Conan, except it's got the Avengers on the cover. A little bitty picture of Conan right there. This squad, he's run a weird looking Squadron Supreme. Very cool. Marvel UK Planet of the Apes. The Micronauts Omnibus. Hey, Gwag. Again, Omnibus is coming out this week. Oh, really? Nice. Nice. RT and Z says, I was out for a bit, found any Neil Adams stuff. Not yet. Well, yeah, a couple. I think a cover earlier. It's at this time, like where we're at right now, you think we would find some. I looked him up, and he's an old, obscure pulp sci-fi writer, which is why he was friends with Julius Schwartz. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, most of his comic book work was Batman. There you go. So that's a great Spidey cover. Oh man, Deathlock. This was so weird. You know, I think this is the best stuff some of that Rich Buckler ever did. Say what you want about Buckler. He was imitative. He did Ape Styles, but man, he was doing a great Steranko almost, or Lacey type Steranko. Well, Lacey was doing Steranko too. On Deathlock, man, his work on Deathlock was beautiful. I loved Deathlock back then, man. Astonishing Tales featuring Deathlock. There we are in Kirby's second Cap run. Cap 199. Cap 1999. Hey, look, Crazy Magazine. Remember when Marvel was trying to rip off Mad and they weren't as funny? About Mad, I didn't really mess with Cracked, but man, Crazy was not funny. Mad was way funnier. Ravenscroft, Wagner, sweet. I love the first series. Never really found it past that, though. Nice. Have that Cap issue? Greatness. Yeah, I have reprints, so I don't think I have that anymore. Doc Strange, like Gene Colan. Eternals #1, baby. By the Big King. We reviewed all of the Kirby's Eternals run a few years ago. A couple of years ago here, right here on Clobberin Times. Red Sonja. Oh, man, look at... Anyone have this issue? Just kidding. Spidey Super Stories. Crack Mag was pretty cool. Hard not to love that Maurice Severin art. Yeah, Crack did have good art sometimes. My friend works at an action figure company, and some guy dropped off some old comics to take for free. Wow. And now he has a pristine copy of Eternals #1. My goodness. I don't know. You know, I used to run across Eternals, including #1 back in, and this is a long time ago, I understand, in quarter boxes and in dollar boxes. No one cared. And when the shitty movie was announced, of course, the key collectors went shit nuts on it. I don't know what it's really expensive now. I'm like, look, if there's anything about the value of that comic, it should be rarity and the dude that it was a Jack King Kirby #1. Not because there's anything to do with that stupid ass garbage shitty movie. That should not have any factor in the inflated value of that comic. Screw off. I hate key collectors. And if you're a key collector, I'm sorry. I don't mean I hate you personally. I just think it ruins everything. All Star Comics with an Ernie Chan. I know he was really Ernie Chan, but at Marvel, DC, he always signed everything Ernie Chua, I think. Early Keith Giffen. And Wallace Wood. Yep, All-Star. Wood's Inks improving kid. Oh, yeah, Wood Inks are improve everybody. And then Bob Layton was on there, too. Bob Layton, inked that comic, too. Yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. You're right, Matthew. There you go. Brave and the Bold. Bob Haney. Remember Claw of the Unconquered? David Michelini. Keith Giffen. This was one of those comics. It's a great cover, by the way. This is one of those comics, Claw, that I just looked at the store and I just thought it was intriguing and I didn't buy it. You ever have any of those? And of course, there's Karate Kid, number 3. Not a good series, but I still want to go back and collect them. When I had them at one point. Yeah, it was a Conan ripoff, but it was total Conan ripoff for sure. Plenty of those were going around, wasn't there? More. I love these Marvel UK mags. Did you ever see these? I found this. There was this site one time that had a bunch of had PDFs of all the Planet of the Apes comic books that they did, and including the Marvel UK ones, right? And I was reading. It was bored one Saturday. This was years and years ago. And I was just picking them out at random just to see what they had. And I ran on a black and white one. It was a Marvel UK one, right? And I remember I'm reading this thing and it feels weird. I'm like, this story looks familiar. And it's a character called Ape Slayer. I say again, there was a Marvel UK character called Ape Slayer. Again, I bet you can't guess what his raison d'etre was, can you? Good question, Ravenscroft, and I will get to that one as I like that question. So, Ape Slayer. I started reading some of these Ape Slayer comics on this PDF thing. It was on a website. They were just on there for free or whatever. So I'm reading it, right? And they kept calling him Ape Slayer. And then all of a sudden in a panel, they call him Kill Raven. And I'm like, what? Because he was fighting these tripod things, I thought it looked familiar. Well, it turns out, and I went and did some research on it because I never had those Marvel UK books, the apes ones. Turns out, I did some deep diving on it, and I found out that those Ape Slayer comics for the Marvel UK Planet of the Apes comic books were redrawn, repurposed Kill Raven comics from the War of the Worlds. All know who Kill Raven is by any chance? The old Marvel comic from the early 70s. Was basically War of the Worlds, and it was in the future. There was a character called Kill Raven, and they went and changed all the lettering. Also, they changed they kept the same comic. They changed the bad guys to look like apes, and they changed the good guy. They changed the art, but they kept most of it. They repurposed these Kill Raven stories for Ape Slayer, but in the lettering where they changed the names, they forgot. They accidentally left the name Kill Raven in a couple of panel or two. Most of the time he was Ape Slayer. And I'm like, this is nutty. This is crazy. Because, it was lazy, I guess. Yeah, Ravenscroft, that was crazy, man. It's like, whoa. So just a little silly information there about Marvel UK. And there was a great issue of a back issue magazine and did a nice a whole issue about Marvel UK, which was fascinating. Yeah, Matthew Pounder, there you go. They were the Marvel UK, British Comics, did a lot of recycling, like you said. God knows what other stuff they recycled. In fact, I know they did that a lot. They used to chop up art from American Marvel books and do different but this is one where they cannibalized it. I mean, they changed stuff, but they kept, rather than redrawing a freaking whole comic, it was bizarre. It was the same exact comic, but they changed a couple of images. I mean, they messed. I don't know why they didn't just get somebody to draw a whole damn new comic. It doesn't make any sense. Wild stuff, man. It's just nutty. Yeah. So what you gonna do? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. So, anyway. So I thought that would be a silly, fun, useless info there. There's a great issue of Avengers. Yeah, the Englehart era. Englehart and Joel Perez. Some Conan for you. So they had a Twitter chat with Neil Gaiman about Eternals film. As they ripped off some ideas from his series, they graciously said that 95% of it was inspired by Kirby's genius. That was very nice of him. But I just saw no Kirby in that thing. He was either shifting the blame for how bad it is to Kirby, and I'm kidding. Or he didn't watch the same movie. Because I sat through that turd, okay, and it wasn't easy. That movie has no Kirby, other than putting his name at the end credits, being the first time he had his lone name, being the only name listed as a creator for a character for a series, for a Marvel movie. So yeah, there's that. And Neil Gaiman thinks he's being polite by saying that. And he was being polite, but no, there's no Kirby in that movie. Ravenscroft also said, so is there a comic that you didn't pick up much initially that you'd like to go back and catch up with now? Mine would be Defenders and Captain America. Good ones. Actually, one of the same ones. I've been actually going back and every now and then touching up some of the Defenders. Defenders is one of them because, see, back when it was out, when it was coming out, back when it was good and was the right group, when I was a kid, money was tight. I couldn't buy every comic on the stand. I had to pick and choose. And I always meant to. I never bought Defenders much back then because I had, I wanted the Fantastic Four. I wanted Spider-Man. I wanted Batman and the Legion of Superheroes and yada, yada, yada. Hulk. And Hulk is in Defenders, so I think I did pick it up sometimes, come to think of it. But for the most part, I didn't pick it up enough. So I want to go back and deep dive and read them all. I'm just slowly, once in a while, on a Monday night here, I'll actually review an issue, read a whole issue here. And I'm going to do that next. I think in a week or two, I might try to do that again. R said, agreed that there was no Kirby in the Eternals film. I think Neil was just being polite. Yeah, and recognizing Kirby for what he achieved. Yeah, and there was nothing wrong with that. It was gracious of him to do that. Absolutely, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, so let's see. All right. Where are we at? Okay, where were we? Yes, so 1976 in April was pretty cool. I remember I didn't buy. Man, I didn't buy this Defenders issue, but I'll tell you what, I bought this one. I bought this Hulk issue. I'll never forget it. Hulk 201. I think, in fact, I was mad because I missed issue 200 back then. I've since gone back and read it and stuff. But I remember buying this right up the stands. And you know, as much, and this is going to get me in trouble probably. I'm not the biggest Joe Staten guy, but as much as I like, much as I thought he was great inking Sal Buscema. Some reason, Staten inking Sal Buscema really worked for me. I don't know what it is. There should be some Starlin on Warlock. There should be some Starlin on Warlock and Sal Buscema Silver Surfer in there in 1976. Sal Buscema Silver Surfer. I think Silver Surfer didn't have a series at that point. There's Jungle Action, Black Panther, Billy Graham, not the preacher. The comic book artist was fantastic on Black Panther, on Jungle Action Black Panther. I have a nice reprint of those. A nice trade paperback, epic collection of that. Len Wing's Hulk run is my favorite, especially with Trimpy. Hey, that was great. I really did like it as well. Ironhide. I love Trimpy, man. But on Hulk, I love most of the early Sal Buscema. I love Trimpy. I love both Severins, John and Marie. Even the few Gil Kane ones, of course. Yeah, man. All my favorite Hulk artists. I always say Herb Trimpe was great when you gave him something green to draw, i.e. Hulk, Godzilla, and pure blood. Yeah, I love it. Ever. Now I love it when the Severance ink Trippy as well. D-Bud says Billy Graham did some great work on Luke Cage here for Hire. Yes. He was amazing. And he didn't do a lot of comic book work either. Oh my goodness. Okay, who bought Omega the Unknown? Not the greatest art, to be honest. Jim Mooney. Nothing personal. But a great Gil Kane cover there. Omega is fighting Electro. They were trying to create their own new character, all kinds of new characters in the 70s. And yeah. Hey, John Platt, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Power Man. Luke Cage is Power Man. I like calling him Power Man. Oh boy, Frank Robbins and Vince Coletta. Yuck. Love this issue of Legion by Mike Grell, of course. Carrie Bates, Mike Grell. I love the Grell Legion. But yeah, D-Bud, Billy Graham was incredible. Let's see here. Black Hawk. Did anyone else buy Secret Society of Supervillains? Because I admit I didn't buy it much. What the hell? Oh, okay. All right. Anybody else? Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. All right, look, there's okay, did anybody else buy Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter then? Yeah. Just kidding. I know you didn't. No, none of you did. Good to see you, John Platt. There's Space 1999 by Byrne. Early John Byrne work for Charlton. I bet that's worth a penny now. R said, I've got a Fantasy Masterpieces number 12 from 1980. Yep, Silver Surfer. The reprints of Surfer story from 1970 and a Warlock story from 1975. Oh, yeah. I used to buy Fantasy Masterpieces, that series of it. There was one in the 70s, but there was also one in 1980. That's probably where I got those crazy ideas about Starlin and Sal. Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, I understand. I bought Fantasy Masterpieces. That edition of it. There was one in the 60s as well, Fantasy Masterpieces. So I read you on FM, buddy. This was wild here, Tarzan family, Korak, Joe Kubert goodness on the cover. Yeah, man, this mag, this is like Korak, and had John Carter, Tarzan, and Carson of Venus, man. All in one 50-cent giant package. You got a lot of comic for the money right there back then, baby. John Pratt said, Space 1999. I loved watching the TV show from the 70s. Great fun entertainment. There you go. All right. See what else. Hey, World's Finest. This cover always made me laugh. The Metal Men are about to kill Batman, pulling the plug on Batman. Yeah. Always loved this. Of course, this is a crazy Batman cover right here. Batman's eaten by rats. These are the bicentennial folks while I was buying me some comics. Kirby cover on FF, man. With a Perez interior, incidentally. Love how that World's Finest issue it's the only gold and nobody else from the Metal Men. Yes. Good point, Iron Eye. Exactly. Oh dear. Hey, ba. Howard the Duck number 4. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. It's 1976. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Another Marvel team up with Spidey and the Thing. People throwing pictures at a Superman sign. Superman is the pits. Clark Kent is the greatest. She Ida. I always like this cover for some reason because it's the bicentennial cover for Adventure Comics with an apparel cover for Aquaman. And a creeper story in there too. DJ Play Nice, hey there. RR says old comics have so much charm. I've read that Fantasy Masterpieces at least 1,000 times. No exaggeration. I hear you. Got a bargain bin, Red Star number 1. No ads. 30 pages of glorious story in action. Today's stuff sucks. How, buddy. It certainly does. Well, have a good night, DJ. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Absolutely, RR. Today's stuff is trashy bollocks garbaggio. Freaking hate it, man. Total drivel. Oh, Master of Kung Fu Annual. Wow. Man, Iron Fist is in that one. Nice. Hey, Famous Monsters of Filmland. Oh, look at this Flash issue. Reprints. Access DC Superstars reprints. There's a Space 1999 issue again. But that's not an issue. I think that's looks like a coloring book. I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. Tarzan with a Garcia Lopez cover. Wow, look at that. An interior. Wow. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. What a great, great artist he was. Wonder what he's done lately. A lot of DC. Only DC. First Comics. Peter Pan. He went now. Look at that record there. Ravenscroft says there's a biopic of Chris Reeves coming out. I think it premiered at some film convention, and I believe it's being done by his kids. Would like to see that. Yes, it's coming out. It was. It did premiere at CinemaCon last week or whatever it was, and it's going to get a release in September. Ravenscroft. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be there. Ravenscroft says, "Yep, it's time for me to head out too. Hope to see you Wednesday, Clobby, and take care. All take care, Ravenscroft. Thank you for being here, buddy. Have a good one." R says, "I would love to see that, but I'd probably get very emotional." Yeah, Reeve was my Superman. Saw him in 1978 and has been a fan ever since. Cheers, buddy. Same here, buddy. Same here. I love him, and I can't wait to see that. I'm looking for, but yeah, it'll be emotional. Appreciate you, Ravenscroft, always. Look at the career of Jose Luis Garcia Lopez for a moment, man. He started out, he did some art for a couple of Charlton, and after that, he did some inking for DC. Then he started being the artist and the penciler. Look, he started artist, but I mean for DC. So he started for DC like 75. Of course, we all know he did the DC Comics style guide, right? Yeah, so what a great artist. He did some Jonah Hex stories. Wow. Some Tarzan issues. I think he did some covers. I did a lot of covers, of course. So, yeah, back to inking when he got older, but Wednesday Comics. I remember Wednesday Comics. Then he stopped. He retired for a while. He's done a few things since then. Great stuff. Love that guy. John Platt says, I remember a Star Wars documentary where George Lucas was going to have the Rebel Blockade runner show at the start of the film. Looked too much like the Eagle from Space 1999, so they changed it. As far as Doc was going, oh, okay. You said the blockade. Okay. Well, wow. I don't think I ever heard that. So it looked too much like the eagle, huh? Crazy. Well, there you go. Well, excellent. Good to know. I mean, eagles are pretty cool, for sure. See eagles, yeah, yeah, yeah. But let's see. Let me try something else. What's it? Anyone? If anyone has any other questions or a year you want me to look up, like I said, this is just open geek talk, open comics talk. So feel free. Feel free to be here. Let's see. Wow. Hmm. I don't get it. Sorry, one had a bit of a technical, little bit of a technical hang up there. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Let's see. What's a random year I could do? We don't want to go to we're going to stay with April, but we don't want to go with any equal numbers. I mean, odd, even numbers because I've been doing those. Let's try 1977, shall we? What do you think? Ba-bom, bom, ba-bom, bom. Well, 1977. What do you think? Take a look at 77. A year after this. There you go. Daredevil, Invaders, Jonah Hex, Karate Kid, Marvel preview with Thor magazine, more Marvel UK, Marvel 2-in-1, Secret Society of Supervillains. Superman. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. When comics were fun. Oh, you know what? I should probably share that, shouldn't I? Sorry. I am an imbecile. Yeah. So, what does everybody? Man, you know we like to mess with Mark about his when he gets new comics. So are any of you buying any new stuff? Man, I just can't get into it anymore. I haven't been able to in a long, long time. And it's a weird thing. I've talked about this before. I don't know about you, but did you ever think there would be a time when you be looking forward to any comic at all? None? Not even just a few? I don't know, like a handful of them. There have been times in my collecting year when there weren't that many things coming out that I was interested in, of course, but the medium was still exciting in some ways. John Platt says the original design of the blockade runner, the prototype model design was too close to the design of the Eagle from Space 1999. So to avoid infringing copyright laws, you had to redesigned. Okay, I got you. Thank you, Matthew. Last thing I got was Peter David's Joe Fixit Benny. Okay, Matthew Bellner, I hear you. I want to look forward to the new Conan comic. That's right, D-Bud, you are getting that. I got the Minimus gave me the first issue. I haven't read it yet. I need to. Not been near a comic shop in years, says Stephen Mack there. Yeah, it's been a couple of months since I've been to one, but I haven't bought anything in forever. Here's the thing, I don't want to spend that much money, and I was buying some of those facsimiles because I think they're really cool, but even that, I'm like, I'm just not even excited about it, though. Sadly, I got to that stage of not looking for any new comics in about 1993 with Marvel Comics and about 2001 for DC. And that sounds about right. Sounds similar to me. Good point. I'm going to go to 1992 and 3 in a minute. See, I remember around the 1991 2 range, somewhere up in there. 93-ish, maybe, somewhere up in there. I was pretty disgruntled. I just wasn't interested in any Marvel book. I wasn't buying very many DC either. Almost. I was still buying Legion, I think. No, I dumped it. I was buying a book here and there. Like Wag says, I just buy 2 more magazines and Conan at the comic shops now. There you go. And maybe the occasional action figure. Yeah, I'll get a figure every now and then too. Also, I love the old artwork much more. I big time agree with that, Stephen Mack. So I was tired of Marvel. It was very little DC I liked. I liked Animal Man, Morrison's Animal Man run while I was going on. But, for the most part, I was just kind of done. And then Valiant came out and kind of helped me a little bit. In fact, let me see something. Let me go to 91 at first. $1991. Look at comics in 1991. Ugh, man. Super Mario Brothers. And again, don't get me wrong. Look. Yes, it's still better than this crap we have today. At least there are a lot of comic books being produced. Matthew Pounder says, I stopped buying all the current superhero books in the 90s. Everyone drawing like Leafield. Yeah, couldn't stand it. My buddy J-Man likes him, but I don't like him. Just going to say I did enjoy some of the early stuff on Marvel 2099 titles. Spider-Man 2099 wasn't bad, says RR. I got you. John Platt says, hell no, I don't buy any new comics because they suck in the artwork and the stories as they have gender race swapped along with many Wolverine. Yep. No, I'm with you. It's filthy trash now. I hate it. How much that leather and lace skin for a friend? Ask me. Oh yeah, leather and lace. Oh, good lord, man! Look at all these titles. There was a glut of this is when comic shops were big. Debbie Does Dallas. Oh boy, comic shops were big, and they had a lot of the comic shop racks comic shops were never bigger than in the 80s and in the 90s. With so little stuff coming out that I cared about. I was helping a friend run his shop at the time, and there wasn't much there. I would process his orders for him, and I'd handle all of this stuff and look at it and just go, I wasn't excited about it. Like I said, not like today, but I just wasn't into a lot of this stuff. Layfield is apparently a nice guy, but the copycat artwork is effing wretched. I hate that Rob did what Rod did on X-Force. Yeah, I can't argue with you, but some people like it for some strange reason. I don't know. The Shadow Strikes. Yeah. I'm not seeing much of anything that I would have bought. I did used to buy Hero Alliance, but I don't think I was buying it at that point. Zot, I think I maybe even stopped Zot at that point. I don't know. I was buying out of habit sometimes, though. So maybe not. Man, there's nothing on this rack that I'm liking. Wow. Superman Annual 3. Amazing Heroes. I bought every issue of this, I think. $189. Lost issues 2000 AD in the early 90s too. Yeah, even I did. Yeah. I wasn't happy with the direction comics were going in the early 90s either. Yeah, it was. Again, I cannot stress enough it's not as horrible as now. It just wasn't good. It was more schlocky than. It wasn't preachy. It was schlocky and just not good. But then, to me, most entertainment of the 90s was not good. I used to call it the vile 90s, Aztecs. And like a lot of times, what's kind of funny to me, and this is anecdotal, so you can't blame anybody, but sometimes I run into people, or I'm friends with people now in later life that are just happen to be a good bit younger than me, and they'll wax, nostalgic about some of this stuff, like from the '90s and this era. I look at it and I am, because I don't reflect on it the same way. I look back and go, I remember just, but they like it, and which is perfectly fine. I'm just saying. But I never missed Amazing Heroes. I had to have it always. I'd already dumped I dumped Cerebus. I wouldn't buy Cerebus anymore. Minimus never stopped buying it. All these titles were just kind of meh to me. I was a cranky old bastard even then, I guess. Hell, I wasn't even 30 at this point, but I was in my late 20s. I bought this Justice Society comic. I think I finally gave up on Legion somewhere around that point. The new Legion trash, that is, I should say. Yeah, I didn't buy much of any of this. I didn't buy the Trek comic because I think the art wasn't that good. Lensman. Doctor Who magazine about that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Magnus Robot Fighter. That's what I was looking for. Let me go back 1 month. See if I can find that. Because I started buying. That was Magnus Robot Fighter number 2. Boom, 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 boom. I was trying to find Magnus Robot Fighter number 1. Thought I would chance upon it. Evidently not. No. I'm probably just blind. I can't see it. I'm blind. So, oh, there it is. Not there yet. So at this point, it was a pretty barren landscape for me. Ironhead says that Batman was maybe the only excellent title at that time. Well, there was. Let's see. Hey, the Amazing Spider-Man has a Sinister Six reunion. Was a McFarlane copycat on Duty, I think? I don't know. I have to go look. But I really got into the Valiant stuff. I had not really read much of Magnus Robot Fighter from the Gold Key days, but I remembered it. And I think I used to flip it and read it a little bit here and there, but I didn't know much about it. I knew Jim Shooter had started a company called Valiant, and then he took guys like Bob Layton and Barry Windsor Smith and such. So I think after an issue or two had already been released of Magnus Robot Fighter, I picked it up and enjoyed it. And soon, there was Solar. Solar Man of the Atom, and so forth and so on. There we go. Oops. Don't say no too. There we go. Steve and Mrs. Peel comic. Mrs. Peel, but he did. Anyway, yeah, this is a dingy era for me, though. Man, oh, man. Ugh. Youngblood #1, yucky. Look, the Rob Liefeld stuff. I met Rob Liefeld once, and he was nice to me. I have nothing against him. But man, oh man. Hey, John Platt says, Bobby, do you have any old issues of comic runs of Rom Space Knight? Used to love reading those books, and the artwork was great. But yeah, I don't have them anymore. Hey, Mars Monkey Max, good to see you. I don't have them anymore, John. I used to collect it. I bought all of Rom for a while. I bought it for a long time anyway, way back when it came out. I wish I did. I can tell you there's a new the omnibus of Rom just came out. I know I think Wag got it back in January. But I don't have mine anymore. Do you still have yours? I mean, I loved Rom, though. Yeah. Was Mark Waid on Flash in? Or I don't think so. Didn't he come later in the late 90s or something? Well, I think he was still working for Amazing Heroes and doing some stuff for DC. I don't know. 90 and 91, 92, I don't think so. By the way, did anyone else buy Lost in Space by Innovation? Well, it was a sick comic, but I liked it for obvious reasons. I think no, I don't think Wade was on Flash yet. This is like 92 or something. Yeah. It's Madness Robot Fighter #4. Solar Man of the Atom was great. There's Flash. Let's see. Yeah, Wade was on there already. Okay. My bad. I thought he came in later. So, yes, RR, you're right. Wade was on there already. Okay. He started earlier than I thought, but again, they're going to have to forget. Isn't he the dumb Martian that came up with the Speed Force? Ugh, God. I hate the Speed Force. Jesus, man. Sheet. And I hate my stupid memory. It's Clobberin time. Oh, boy. Let's see. I have the ROM issues up until issue 65. Then I stopped because, spoilers, the Wraith War was over on Earth. It went to like number 75, didn't it? You didn't get the other ones? Wow. Marvel was at least bring creative to the 80s until I like the Dr. Zero Shadowline series and the New Universe, especially DP7. So you like the New Universe? Really? You like Starbrand or what? So yeah, I didn't get into it, and I've never heard too many people say they like it, but some people did. That's cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it there, RR. I don't know, man. Trying to find Wade's Return of Barry Allen series is the best Wally West story. Final issue is glorious, at least 60 pages of story. Now, I don't know, just not a Wally West guy. But I know that DC didn't care about that. They just wanted to do what they wanted to do. And poor old Barry. Bloody hell. They really offed my piss with that one. Magnus Robot Fighter. What are you going to do? John says, oh, no, unfortunately, I don't have any issues of ROM Space Knight. My collection, as I used to give them to my brother's boys to read when they were kids, and they got ruined. Oh, man. That happens. Sorry about that, buddy. We've all been there, no? One way or the other with our comics. Clobby, I can admit I really liked DP7 and Justice. Starbrand was okay, and the others I didn't buy. Gotcha. No, look, you don't have to admit anything. I mean, I hear you. I remember when Jim Shooter pitched that big new universe thing. I went to a buddy of mine's comic shop in Mississippi, and he played me this cassette tape that Jim Shooter sent out to comic shops all over the place. This Mars Monkey Max was a picky collector. What's up, Joe Dog? Good to see you. This friend of mine who had the shop, it was in Mississippi. He said, I remember at one point at his shop, he put up when he first opened up, he put a for his store sign. I think he put Superman on there. And DC Comics got all up in his grill about it. I remember when he told me, he said, they're telling me I have to take the sign down. And I said, what in the hell are you talking about? You're selling their goddamn product. Are you telling me that they don't want to help you sell their product? No. So my first reaction was, dude, call Marvel. Tell them what DC did. They'll pay for a damn sign. And a buddy of mine who owned a comic shop at the time as well that I used to help work. This time I didn't own this time I don't think I owned my shop. Oh, I just left it. But I went there to see him. No, this was when I did have my shop. Anyway, I said, hey, call Marvel. They'll pay for a sign just to spite DC. He did, and they paid for a Spider-Man sign. I'm like, this is idiotic. So I'm at his shop one day, and we're talking about he played this tape for me of the spiel by Jim Shooter, promoting the new universe. And it was cringe-inducing. And I'm like, wow. And we're both laughing, making fun of it, He thought it was pap. And I was like, wow, I don't know. But he was proud of it, boy. Jim was proud of it, and he tried to milk that sucker. And he thought he was making a big new universe, man. It was going to go on forever, and nobody was really feeling it. That didn't mean that it was bad. I'm not saying you're wrong for liking it, RR. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just saying it didn't really So Ironhide says, Barry's death was sad, but the 80s, 90s Flash run was about Wally carrying on his legacy. I don't consider it to be a legacy. He'll always be Kid Flash to me, but not everybody agrees. Sorry. I hated what they tortured Barry for years before they killed him. And I just don't agree with them doing that. But anyway, on the other hand, DC completely pissed all over Hal Jordan and replaced him with dumb Kyle Rayner. They did that to both of them. To me, they disrespected two of their greatest characters, Barry and Hal. So I'm with you on the other one, but they shit all over Barry too. But they first of all they gave him really terrible art, and they destroyed him by having him, accused of murder and all this other kind of horse hockey. And then finally they execute him in Crisis. I hated it personally, but what can I tell you? I just don't think Wally needed to be Flash. I mean, it could have been, but they like to make it a legacy thing, whatever. It's not my bag, but I understand. However, 10 times worse, or just if not at least a lot worse, what they did to Hal Jordan by making him evil and a murderer and all that crap and Parallax. And they got rid of they destroyed the whole Green Lantern Corps so you could give it all to one idiot, Kyle Rayner. I hate Kyle Rayner. Hate him. All right, D-Bud, take it easy, buddy. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you, man. RR says, okay, Clobby, that's a bone of contention. In my opinion, leaving Barry Allen dead for 23 years gave his sacrifice meaning. Bringing back characters like Jean Grey and later Barry was a mistake. Well, killing him was the mistake for me, not Jean. I mean, I can understand that. Bringing him back, I was indifferent to it because they ruined him. They weren't handling it right anyway. But at least they brought Hal back. So I just thought it was the mistake for me was killing him in the first place because I loved him and I didn't, Barry. I liked Wally, but I liked him as Kid Flash. It's just what they did to Barry was disgusting, but that's just me. And screw Mark Waid for some of the things he said about Barry. He can go screw himself. And for a lot of other dumb things he's done because he's a sicko. Let's see. John Platt says, Bobby, did you say that there is a ROM Space Knight omnibus? Yes, Gwagnar has it. Didn't you get it, Gwag? I don't know if you got it. I have a friend of mine that got it. Maybe Gwag did too. Hardback book edition. Yeah, omnibus out now for sale. Yes, out now. There's going to be a second one soon. We'll have to look into buying that for a nostalgic blast from the past. Read and reacquaint myself. Yes. Joe Dog. RT and said, I hated Ron Mars as Kyle Rayner. Ron Mars sucks. He's garbage. Not a terrible character, but no need to. I think he's a terrible character personally. I hate him, but I understand. Spectre Hal was extremely stupid, Matthew. I agree. Velma season 2 looks garbage, says Joe Dog. Well, the first one was garbage. Why shouldn't the second one be? Won't watch the trailer. Mindy ruined the Scooby-Doo franchise. Yeah, well, yeah. It's all trash. Brian Hepburn. I have the ROM one and have the Micronauts one on order, says Brian Hepburn. Let me see something here. Let me check something about that. I'm checking something to do with the ROM omnibus here. Okay. Long shot, but Ba 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 ba. All right, let's see. Bum 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 bum. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh man, look, the Ramen Omnibus. I'm tempted to get that sucker. It's one with the normal cover. The cover that I would want to get is, I mean, that's a $125 book, but it's 55% off on instocktrades.com. That's good price. Man, I'm so tempted to get that. I can't. Hey, Grim, how's it going? I can't really afford it, but man, I want it. Let's see. Let me show it. Do some enabling here. I'm not the pro enabler that Mark is, but I can do a little enabling with the best of them sometimes. B-A-B, B-A-B. Let's see. So look here. That's a good price. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Look at that price. Dang. I mean, that's 50%, 56% off. And I think since it's over $50, it's free shipping. Wag, I might do it, man. I shouldn't do it. I've got to get some repairs done on my truck. But I'm telling you what, dude. They have now the other cover. There's another cover that's not that cheap, but this is the cover I probably want anyway. I do love this cover though. Look at this cover. It's that splash page, but it's only 38% off. I actually like the other cover better. I don't know about you. R says they should never have ruined Hal Jordan, but the Jeff Johns story that brings him back is super convoluted and contrived. Not a fan. Nice art though. Yeah, I didn't mind it too much just because they'd repaired him and brought him back. So yeah, this is the mass market cover. The other is the direct market, so will cost more. I know. This is cool, but I actually kind of just prefer the other one since it's the cover of issue number 1. Yeah, I did like John's early run on Green Lantern. Even I liked it. I went back to DC for a while because of that. A B-A-B. It's a Perez cover, too. Look. To be honest, as much as I love Perez, I don't think I like this cover too much. Good price, though. I mean, you're probably never going to find it cheaper. Then they got a Frank Miller cover. But, I'm content with this cover, which was the cover of issue number 1. So, Godzilla Omnibus in October. Wow, Matthew. Cool. What? Yeah, it's called In Stock Trades. And thank you, Grim. Yeah, I'll put the link in. I'll put a link in. I put the link in the chat so anyone wants to check that out. And you can go, I mean, that'll bring you to that page, but you can go use that thing to go to the other page. There's a lot of good stuff on there, man. So. Let's see. Okay, so you got, let's see what's new. New releases. Let's see what's new. And new Instruct trades. Fabulous Furry Freak Wheel Brothers. Huh. Oh, wow, man. Look, I like these Daredevil on to buy, but they're not cheap. Coming soon. Let's see what's coming soon. Epic Collections. Sales. Clearance. Let's see what's on clearance. Not much. Red tag sale. Yeah, they got some cheap stuff on here. Yeah, some of it's cheap for a reason. New releases. Oh, well. What can you do? Yep. Well, where did you go? Yeah, well, I guess it started getting kind of late, I suppose. So, if anyone, before we get out of here, if anybody has any other questions. Oh, yeah. John Platt said, did you say it was a ROM? Okay, no, ROM Space Knight. We covered that. Yeah. Sorry. I'm so dumb. I forget stuff. Any other questions or statements? I definitely hang with you. I'm waiting for the Shogun Warriors omnibus. Are they doing that one, Gwag? I don't know if they will. I think they may be waiting a long time okay, I think the rights that might be very complicated. Yeah, you're probably right. Gwag. It was amazing that they got Ramen Micronauts rights. Yeah, it was kind of. Because those ROM rights were so tied up for so long. They did a Nova omnibus, which I still want. I still want it, and I haven't pulled the trigger on it. What if it's still on there cheap? Probably not now that I'm, Oh, it is still on there too. $62. Shit. But they, in the Nova omnibus, which Nova was in an issue of ROM, and it's got all of the Bronze Age appearances of the Rich Rider Nova, except for the one in ROM, because they couldn't do that one. All right, Iron High, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I had to check something there, buddy. The ROM stories weren't in the Hulk Epic Collection. No, oh yeah, of course not. They didn't have the copyright back then. Yeah, shit. Crapola. Good night, Joe Dog. Have a good one, buddy. Take care, man. No, I don't remember seeing them any channel we got on any channel. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, zoinks indeed, Joe Dog. Oh well. It's just like these people can't do anything right with these. I mean, they got some figures out now that I wanted to get, and they keep, Hasbro keeps screwing those up too. They're the worst. They're worse than Marvel. Bobby, I was wondering, doesn't Rom look cool on that cover? Kind of reminds me of Megatron from the old Transformers comics. Which cover are you referring to? Like that, the first issue? Yeah, I mean, he always look. Look, in 1979 when that came out, I was so excited. I didn't know about the toy. I bought the comic because it looked cool, which it was, of course. It was a great story. Mantlo, I thought, did something really cool with it, and our pal Sal Buscema was great. So I was reading it, and loving it. And I got to the last of the back of it and saw there was a toy. Man, I wanted a damn toy. Mars Monkey Max says, do you buy Hot Toys, Clobby? Oh, no, man. Too rich for my blood. I can't even keep buying Marvel Legends. I can't even afford those anymore, but I don't have any space for them. So I'm afraid not. Wouldn't have any place to display them anyway. But no, I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, yeah, Hot Toys, but I have none of those. Those things are, that's big money there, man. Too rich for my blood. And I'm fine with the Marvel Legends, but and some of those, but those are, well, McFarlane sucks. Regular figures kind of suck these days for the most part, except Marvel Legends does some nice ones, but yeah. But you're right, Gwag. Action figures are ridiculous now. New action figure prices are insanely expensive, $35 to $40 Canadian. Wow. For a 6-inch piece of plastic is ridiculous. I remember passing on figures when they priced an item at $15. Yeah, I do too. It's outrageous, and I don't get them very often. I got that. I broke my rule because I have a rule. I can't really have a place to put them much anyway lately. But I broke my rule last week, Gwag, because they had the 70s Star-Lord figure. It was that last year when that came out, I thought, man, you're never gonna be able to. We all thought, oh, you're not gonna be able to get that one because it was rare and it was this and you couldn't find it. And friends of mine who really, really wanted it would end up paying pretty big for it. And then just last week, it was $5.75 on the Walmart website. Obviously, when I got through with shipping and tax, it was $14, but still. So I ordered it. Got it in a couple of days. It was cool. It was kind of cool. What was I going to say? That was, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? I shouldn't have done it. I was breaking my own rule, but I said, what the hell? Yeah, clearance for $18, but passed on it. Well, Glag, I just think it's such a cool character, but I can understand that. But there was a time that was a big deal. Everyone thought you were never going to find that one, like a lot of other figures. They've got these idiots. They're putting out. A buddy of mine sent a picture today. They're putting out an Iron Fist, and I love Iron Fist, and I love Power Man and Iron Fist. They're putting out a really cool looking Iron Fist. I have an older one, but they're putting him out in a double set with the modern looking Luke Cage, not the one from the 70s, which was the way he looked when they were both, when they were Power Man and Iron Fist, for God's sake. Which sucks. I have something to show you Rom fans in a second, by the way. But it sucks that they did. I mean, and then it makes no sense. Why would you do that? I don't know. Let's see. I got something for you Rom fans, by the way. Let's see. The other day, I was rewatching the old Silver Surfer cartoon because I've been rewatching that a little bit, because of all that kerfuffle going on with the Silver Surfer. I thought it'd be fun to go watch that again. And by goodness, if I didn't run across, and I remembered this. I think I'd forgotten. I guess I'd forgotten about it, but hang on a second. Okay, that was having a brain fart there. So look at this. And there's a shot, if you blink, you miss it. Look at this. Look who appeared in the Silver Surfer episode. They're going to use the modern Luke Cage, then use the newer Iron Fist. Yeah, I still wouldn't, and I wouldn't care about the immortal Iron Fist. I just want the original. Good night, John. Thanks for being here. But look who appeared on the Silver Surfer cartoon. How about that? Some other characters have popped up in the background from time to time as well, like Novas and stuff. Nova Corps members, not Richard Wright or Nova. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm just got to find that Kirby figure now. Let's see. And there's my Star-Lord. For some reason, no, Monkey Mars Max. I was going to watch it anyway, but I do remember. Was it you that mentioned that the ROM was on an episode? I mean, I'd seen it once before, but you could have been the one who reminded me to look for it. I mean, I can't remember if I'd seen it before or not. It's been so long. I don't know. But yeah, it's a great cartoon. I mean, it's I'm gonna go back and finish watching it. Unfortunately, there's only 13 damn episodes. But this is a great figure, though. And of course, for some reason on the box it says Guardians of the Galaxy, which is stupid, but what are you gonna do? No, we were talking about X-Men 97, and I said I've only seen Silver Surfer. Oh, that. Oh, okay, I got you. No, I've been planning to. I watch it every now and then. It's been like a couple of years since I've watched them. Mars Monkey Max. Okay. You're right, Gwag. We need a ROM figure. Well, now that they've done an omnibus, maybe they'll, get the rights to do a ROM figure. Maybe. Maybe and maybe not. One never knows. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, well, so I don't know. Sorry, I was having some keyboard issues there. But I agree with you. Wag, we need that. We need that. Oh dear. So what else we got going on? Anything we need to cover comics wise? You guys want to talk about. If not, we can get a move on out here if it's if you'd like. But I don't want to leave without. I don't want to just leave too soon. If anybody wants anything, any to talk about anything or that is comics related, of course, because it is Monday Night Comics. Excuse me, Monday Night Marksy Comics Talk. So and we have talked about comics. In our defense, we have done that, and that's what we do. But next week, I promise I will have a topic. What will be the topic? What kind of topic should we have? I might just do a review next week. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Let me see. What is today? We all know it's the 15th. Yuck. Right. So Friday's the 19th, which is sort of the anniversary of my 50th anniversary is the 19th of me doing the show. That is a Clobberin Time. It's called Clobberin Time. I had to add the S when I moved to YouTube. Malachi D. Wildman, hey there. He said, did Disney's Gargoyles ever have a comic? I do believe it. I do believe it did. But don't quote me on that. I think it did. But I'm trying to. I'm trying to remember. Marvel had a character called Gargoyle. That's different, of course. But there was I just don't know who put it out. It was in the 90s. And I can't remember who published it. So I don't know. I don't know who published it, Malachi, but I think they did. I have been rereading Comic Book Fever. It makes me miss that era of comic books. Oh man, I want to get that. I think I want to get that book. I think I might have it somewhere. I think a friend of mine may have put it in got me a copy. It's supposed to be giving me one or something. I'll have to check, make sure. But yeah, that's cool stuff there, Gwag. I love Tomorrow's. I haven't looked at the site lately, Gwag. What new issues of what new anything is Tomorrow's have going on right now? I wonder. They got the new back issue. Is that ready yet? Let's see. So I got to order it. Let's see, back issue. I already got the Batman one, don't I? Yeah, I got that one. No, the next one is Sandman. I'm a completist. I'll buy it, but I'm not excited about that one. I can't wait to the Avengers issue coming up, an issue after next. Yeah. What about Alter Ego? Alter Ego. I wonder if that Legion issue came out yet. Oh, there it is. I'm going to order that one. Alter Ego number 187 focuses on Eben Hamilton, one of the great early science fiction authors, who then went on to an illustrious career at DC Comics, writing Superman, Batman, and especially Legion of Superheroes. Learn all about his encounters. Whoa, I gotta get that one. That I'm going to order tonight. Yeah, comic book. Yeah. Oh yeah, Comic Book Fever is a book. Yeah, by Tomorrow's. What is great about Comic Book Fever is you don't have to read it in order. In order, it's like a giant-sized version of back issue. Oh, that's cool. I'm definitely going to read that soon. Because doesn't that have an Alex Ross cover Swag. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. But Legion cover there, so yeah, I got to get it. Yes, okay, I thought so. I need to get that book. If I don't have, I think a friend of mine was supposed to be getting me a copy because he was giving me his copy, and gave me a stack of stuff that I didn't check out. I didn't check yet. I gotta go check it. But yeah, that's very cool. It's a cool looking book, and I can't wait to read that. Two Borrows does the best stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Well, I guess I'm going to start wrapping it up because I know you're all, you're very nice to come out and hang out with me tonight. And I do appreciate it. And if you have anything else you want me to cover? Oh, yeah. Oh, Becky Pounder. Yeah. Let's see. The next Jack Kirby collector, like you said, I never miss an issue. We got them all. And the next one is coming out in May. Yeah, it's got this What If Kirby. Issue takes a trip through alternate timelines to discern what might have happened if Jack hadn't been stopped cold in his attempts at revolutionizing comics. We'll consider his ill-fated Speak Out series of upscale magazines, DC's abandonment of the Fourth World, his original rejected Spider-Man presentation, Frederick Wortham's effect on mainline comics, and even the CIA's involvement with the Lord of Light project. There you go. I can't wait to get this one. Wow. Thank you, Grim. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Good call, Matthew. I can't wait to get that one. Damn. All right. So, well, look, I appreciate y'all being here with me tonight. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me do some later, Grim, have a good one, but I'm gonna do some show notes and some shout outs. But of course, Tuesdays and Thursday nights, I'm over with the great Tom Connors and the great Midnight Edge After Dark folks, hanging out with that great group on 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about little pop culture things that are going on in the news. And then, of course, let's see. Wednesday nights, when he has them, the great Stone Loki on his comic book roundtable. So we'll be we're hanging out with that. And then, let's see. Then, of course, after that will be my wild card Wednesday night. Same time as all 4 of my streams at night. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, it'll be a wild and cardy time on Wednesday night back here, hanging with me. We'll think of something to talk about. You never know if I get a topic, but it'll be fun for us. Then you got that Clubhouse Thursday night, 9 Central Standard Time, a Blake 7 episode review and a Voice from the Past, and of course a Cold Jack episode review and Star Trek Unlimited review with my wonderful first officer and the great chief engineer. So Raquel and Mark. Then Friday night's a fantastic night. Ara says, great to share opinions and even disagree a little, Clobby. So always great to have you here, man. Let's see. Once again, looking back at a better age of comics. Live long and prosper to you and everyone. Spock indeed. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate you. Which episode of Cold Shack? It's episode 3. Mars Monkey Max. I can't remember the title off the top of my head. I apologize. But it's episode 3. And anyway, on the Great J-Man's channel every Friday night, Fantastic Fridays. J-Man and Sean and myself are reviewing the entire King Kirby run of the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four 1 through 102, and all the first six annuals, I should say. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Great fun. Love it. We're really enjoying this. So, then of course, you can find me at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Friday nights on my great buddy 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel. And of course, it's Friday Night Comic Shop Talk. With the Friday Night Comic Shop Talk boys, they were a great group. Please join us. And then of course, it's Saturday Night Star Trek. Every Saturday night, same Trek time, 9 Central, same Clobby channel. 4 more episodes as we review all of real Star Trek. My wonderful first officer and myself, Commander Briggs. 4 more episodes. They are, they're these 4. So there you go. Of Star Trek Voyager. And then, of course, End Your Week in Geek on the Great Chief Engineers channel, Sunday Night Geekery. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had a great time last night, and it will be great fun as always. If you'll really enjoy, please come over there. You'll see this link in my description below. I don't really have it on me exactly. It's link on me here, but it is in my description below. Please go to his channel and subscribe if you have not already. And you'll have a lot of fun there, of course. And go give him some. Well, he's got the watch hours. Go visit him, and you can even get some eatery there out of it as well. You'll always leave hungry. We'll see. I've got a video that I did last week or so talking about I don't do many videos, but I might start doing some more. But I was talking about the Silver Surfer debacle, terrible casting last week. My views on that, and coming soon to a Clobby channel near you. I'm going to rank every episode of Star Trek, the original series. All of them. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to do it. Not sure if it's going to be a video or just a stream. So, Brogu from my old hometown. Good to see you, buddy. What you up to, man? Oops, sorry. Let's see. Good to see you, Brogu. Hope you're doing all right. So anyway, let me shout you all out. Of course, our great wrenches, the great Eric K, the extraordinary Chris Persia, the vindicator wrench of the Great Black North, D-Bud Martin, Lord Thoth. Anyone lives, long live the Legion. J-Man. Maddie's Daddy. Happy birthday to you again, buddy. Happy birthday. Shout out to the great Maddie's Daddy. Steve. The other Stephen Kal-El, buddy. Fanty Outsidery. Maximum Redstone. And Larry. And who else was here with us tonight? Son Lee. Rank him autobiographically? I wouldn't know how. Son Lee, Mars Monkey Max, Gwagnar. Rank him alphabetically. Brogu from Old Hometown. Matthew Pounder. Good to see you. Thank you all so much for being here. Also, Grim, RRTNZ, buddy. Ravenscroft was here. Malachi D. Wildman. John Platt. Stephen Mack was here. Joe Dog. Ironhide 84. Thank you so much. Brian Hepburn. Let's see who else we got. It takes a while to get to scroll to everybody because everybody was very active tonight. So to get to someone that I have not shouted out already. I think I already said Son Lee. Oh, Keely Chow was here tonight. That's right. On the other side of the planet, buddy. Wow. Hope you're having fun. Be safe over there, man. From in Sydney, Australia. It's all the way over there. Of cool's cool's the other side of the world. DJ Play Nice. What's up, man? By the way, anyone lurking out there or watching on a download or a rewatch, I cannot thank you enough. Appreciate you so much. You are too kind, and it's great to have you here. Please hit that like button if you would, and please subscribe if you're inclined to. But either way, we appreciate you. Tex, the great 1701 Tex was here. Yeah, buddy. Read by Nature was here as well. Penny was here. Love you, Penny. Doc Fortune. What's up, Doc? Adrian James. Almost there. Probably got everybody, but you never know. Yeah, looks like I got everybody. Okay. So again, thank you all so much. I went as far back as I could. I remember I had to dump out. I accidentally dumped out of the screen early, so I can't go all the way back. So I apologize because of a technical glitch. I can't really get everybody. It looks like Adrian James. What is wrong with this thing? Yeah, I couldn't get everybody because I had a glitch with this thing. So, but I hope that covers it. So anyway, well. Yo, Dad Man. What's up, dude? But anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. Let me play us out. Before we go, of course, we all know that my wonderful first officer has another book coming out soon. And she has an extended version of a commercial for it. And it's a longer version. But let's take a look. I'm going to play that trailer out before I play the end credits out. So thank you all for being here on Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk. And I hope to see you Wednesday night.
Clobberin time! Clobberin!
The word is given.
Groovy.
Clobberin!
You have to set an example, leaving in the face of stupidity. Now, everybody that reads comic books knows that Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.